All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, Joshy, Lou, Bloobs, and Cloverfield. Thank you guys for the good luck. Also, thank you very much, MKO3Real, for the 18 months of Prime. And thank you for the good luck as well. I do appreciate the year and a half. Also, Morning Brandino, thanks for the good luck. Hope that things are going well for everyone. And yeah, hopefully we play the second half of the game better today, because yesterday's second half of the run was not very good. Also, hello Orion. Thank you for the good luck. You're going to Little Caesars to get some crazy bread for lunch. I mean, that sounds like it's probably good. You're eating a grilled cheese. Nice. That definitely means things are going well. Also, thanks for the good luck, MW. Also, thanks for the good luck, JS. Hope that work goes well and that the birthday party for your coworker is fun. Alright. Actually play the game. Or something. Also, thanks for the good luck, Carlos Raven. Roll timing seems to be off for some reason. That'll probably fix itself after playing for a little bit. A little too slow. So thanks for the good luck, Mr. Burrito Destroy. And thanks for the good luck as well, Tracking a Snove. Yes, thankfully we are not upside down today. Still don't know what happened yesterday. Also, thanks for the good luck, Makuya. Do I plan to do TPR Season 2 races? I mean, I do plan to participate in the tournament. I don't know exactly if I'll do, like, any non-tournament races. I'm kind of hoping that I can, like, get a TP HD any percent PB I'm satisfied with before, like, derusting TPR, so that I don't have to, like, try to have muscle memory for both TPR and TPHD at the same time. Nice. Also, Morning Sneaky, thanks for the good luck. Thanks for the good luck as well, BGP Dubs. So thanks for the good luck, Chitose Chamu and Keiru. Thoughts on the rumored/leaked Switch 2 OOT remaster? I mean, considering the fact that it's still a rumor and not confirmed, I don't have a whole lot of thoughts other than just, if it is real, I'm not surprised. Because I've always, not always, I've been thinking for a while that it would just make sense time-wise to get another 3D Zelda remake of some sort this year. But given that it's a rumor of nothing more than potential remake, like, if it is real, we obviously don't know what it looks like yet. Or what it plays like, if there's any, or if, like, there would be any gameplay differences. Thanks for the good luck, Donut Sensei. Karune and Lyric. You heard they're remaking OOT for a handheld console that's capable of stereoscopic 3D. Oh wow, that sounds awesome, Brandino. I can't believe Nintendo's gonna remake Ocarina of Time for the Nintendo 3DS. Oh, come on. There you go. A little slow on breaking the cage. Oh, okay. That was a little weird, but seems to be fine so far. Alright, pretty good. Your grilled cheese is gone, and now you're sad. Well, as the saying goes, we can't have our grilled cheese and eat it too, so. So thanks for the good luck game code. I don't think we're going to be getting sub 3 anytime soon, unless some new sequence break is discovered. So thanks for the good luck, Unpeopled Gaming. Oh, that is a very sensitive goat that probably did not go in the right direction. And unfortunately, it seems like a lot of goats did not go in the right direction, which is not great. I am honestly kind of surprised that that worked as well as it did, but we'll take it. So thanks for the good luck, Cheslap. 7TB is breaking your ability to see Twitch chat or type. Oh, that's not good. Why would 7TV do this? So thanks for the good luck, Legend of Shirley. Yeah, I mean, it's also possible that, like, if Chrome updated recently or something, then that might have broken compatibility somehow. Because those kinds of things can just happen sometimes. Hey, we actually got Box Breaker. Neat. Also, thanks for the best of luck, Snowy Sparkles. Imagine we get a Zant amiibo with a Switch port. I mean, Zant amiibo would be pretty neat. Although at this point, I would be more so expecting Twilight Princess to come to the Switch 2 GameCube NSO service instead of like Twilight Princess HD getting ported. So thanks for the good luck, Sarah Lynn Ross and Miri-san. Yes, we are right side up again, thankfully. Oh, come on. So thanks for the good luck, Walter Gehrig. My cam looks kind of weird. Well, I think my cam looks fine. Unless it starts getting blurry, in which case I'll have to turn off the autofocus if it decided to turn itself back on again. Also, thank you very much for the good luck, Nat. Or excuse me, the best of lucks. Because you're keeping the good luck. Was I lightheaded after I got off the ceiling? Surprisingly, no. I was perfectly fine. So thanks for the good luck soup. Well, a theoretical NSO version of GameCube Twilight Princess would probably benefit pretty heavily from sped-up loading times. Or, like, reduced loading times, not sped up. Because Wind Waker on NSO has, faster loading times than on GameCube. Though I don't know if, like, the hardware level fast square root implementation is different for, like, the GameCube NSO emulator, then it's always possible that, like, displacement clips might not work in a theoretical NSO Twilight Princess. For the Wind Waker boards, NSO is considered a different category, yeah. Or sort of like a subcategory for each regular main game category. Is my room right side up, or is it just the camera? Well, thankfully everything is right side up today, as far as I can tell. So thanks for the good luck, Ray Zero. There. But yeah, everything about that segment was fine, except for, like, the goats being slightly slow. Power. Yeah, I've seen, like, concepts for essentially holding the Switch tablet portrait-wise to, like, in theory, play a DS game, but I don't feel like that's something Nintendo would ever do, because that would pretty much lock playing those games into handheld mode, which, like, there would have to be some solution to also play those games not in handheld mode, and not in portrait. Obviously, if you're not in handheld mode, you're probably not playing on a portrait TV or monitor. So thanks for the good luck, Folkhorn. True, someone may have shot the house with a light arrow to make me right side up again. Hello. Wow, that was kind of slow. Also, thanks for the good luck pounce. Well, the problem with not running in handheld Harune is that you also then don't have touch input at all. Unless you want to try to do something like use pointer controls as a stand-in for touchscreen controls. Which I also don't feel like Nintendo would do. I would not say that sub 3 is possible currently now. It would definitely be possible for, like, a tool-assisted run to do, but, not for an RTA run. Because a tool-assisted run would save a bunch of time just by being able to do super swimming to skip Zora armor. So I think today will be a world record. I mean, I imagine today is going to be as long as just about any other day, so... I don't think today will be a world record for fastest day. You can run this game on either gamepad or Pro Controller. Gamepad does have some advantages, though, because gamepad allows you to equip items without pausing, and also has gyro controls. Darn it. Really? Kinda sucks. I didn't expect the keys to come over like that. No, blue rupee. Really? Oh, there's a blue rupee. I guess I'll pick up the blue rupee now. Keep walking. to swing. I maybe should have waited a little bit longer. Fortunately, we lost a bunch of time to that monkey. What is the difference between the normal tournament and mini-blins? So the mini-blins settings are designed to be more beginner-friendly and shorter. Because with the mini-blins settings, there are less checks in logic, and also there are less required dungeons. Because I think mini-blins only has 2 required dungeons, whereas the regular tournament, at least the regular Season 8 tournament had 4 required dungeons, with a bias towards selecting Forsaken Fortress as one of the required dungeons. Humans are enemies in The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. That is also true. I do not use emulator to play TPHD. I play on console. And capture the console footage with a capture card, so that I can display it in OBS for the stream to see. Why doesn't the bird get angry at me for stealing oil? So he will be angry at us if we go back. But if we never go back, then he doesn't get angry. Yeah, mini-blins is intended to be at least a little bit more accessible than the main tournament settings for Wind Waker Randomizer. How does it feel to be no longer on the ceiling? I mean, it felt perfectly normal to be on the ceiling yesterday. Suppose I'm glad that I'm not on the ceiling anymore today. Now, whatever way the spider turns is gonna be bad. Alright, well, unfortunately, probably not saving very much time on this segment, even if the Ook RNG is really good. And I feel like the rest of the segment also goes fine. Skyward Sword HD, do I have any tips for swordplay? So, in Skyward Sword HD, at least when I play it, I always recalibrate the controls before basically any combat, and if there's, like, any intermittent time in the middle of combat where I don't actually have to be using the controls, Because the controls get desynced pretty quickly in Skyward Sword HD, unfortunately, so... And that also kind of goes for, like, basically every motion action. I'm always recalibrating right before doing basically every motion action to ensure that it's being read correctly. Which can take a bit to get used to, because it just means, like, pressing Y constantly, right? So, good morning, Moogle Knight. Thanks for the good luck, Zero T. You would try to ensure the Ook RNG is really good if it were you. Well, when you figure out the secret to consistently getting good Ook RNG, let me know. The entire Twilight Princess speedrunning community will be very happy. Also, thanks for the good luck, Chris Winnix. And thanks for the good luck as well, Renesteiner. The secret is just telling him to hop less. Ah, I see. Can't believe I never thought of that before. Alright, Ook. Hop less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This did not seem to work very well. One, two. Well, at least we only got 2 hops on the second one. Somehow I don't think this strategy of asking Ook to hop less actually works. Because I didn't ask nicely. Ah, okay. I mean, I used please, I thought. Maybe I didn't. Would have hopped 7 times if I didn't ask. Well, I guess 6 is less than 7. This is indeed a true math fact. Alright, very good roll. So thanks for the good luck, Ken-E Aokiji. I would say that all is indeed well. Good luck. If you don't PB, you're deleting your account. Well, unfortunately, Leanne, I cannot guarantee getting a PB. But thank you for the good luck. But your account may be in jeopardy. Oh, come on. Surprised that jump slash somehow missed. True, it is very nice that the bombs don't blow up during the cutscene. When do I think Ace will be discovered for this game? For this game... I don't know if we'll ever have Ace in this game, because this game is on the Wii U, which... has protections that don't allow you to write to memory and then execute whatever you've written. So the most you'd ever be able to do, in theory, as far as arbitrary code execution goes in this game, would be to call code that already exists and run that. Which is somewhat arbitrary, I suppose, but you would never be able to make a custom payload to run. Ah, yes, the Switch has those same Ace protections. Yes, the GameCube version could eventually have Ace, potentially. So thanks for the good luck, Douglas. How was Australia? Well, I don't actually know if I was in Australia. But if I was, it wasn't any different from where I am now. And I remind your friend to remind you about something tomorrow. I'm not sure who your friend is, so... If your friend is listening, I hope they remember to remind you about something tomorrow. I ever thought about doing a Retro Achievements 100% run. Is that the Dolphin achievement system? If so, no, I have never particularly thought of or cared much about the Retro achievement system. I only know that I think one of the achievements is do the wagon escort without the wagon burning at all, which is actually kind of difficult. No, I was too far back. And hello. Well, that was dumb. Any reason I'm speedrunning HD rather than GameCube? Because I am. Just the game that I'm speedrunning at the moment. And that I am continuing to speedrun because I know that I can get a better PB in compared to my current PB. Favorite Twilight Princess dungeon is Snow Peak Ruins. So thanks for the good luck, fastest. So the clip with the Kargarok essentially works by squeezing the Kargarok between two different walls, and eventually one of the walls kind of, like, wins and pushes the Kargarok through the other wall, because the walls are trying to push the Kargarok in opposing directions. So it's the same way that, like, pillar clip to get into Lake Bed Temple early works. To get into Lake Bed Temple specifically without water bombs. We don't bonk because when we fly, like, up into the walls that are, like, pushing against us, we're not flying against them in a way that would bonk. Right, because, like, to bonk on a surface, you have to be going at least somewhat perpendicular to the surface, but because these walls are both straight and we're flying into them from, like, mostly parallel to the walls, it doesn't trigger a bonk if you do it right. I have any plans on what speedrun I'm going to do after I get a PB on TPHD any percent? My plan at the moment is to go back and do Skyward Sword Wii speedruns. Because I can PB in pretty much all of the main leaderboard categories for Skyward Sword. I'm very surprised we saved any time there at all. So thanks for the good luck, Peachy. I don't think we had a definitive answer as to why I was stuck on the ceiling yesterday, no. Is sub-hour in Skyward Sword RTA viable? I wouldn't say so, because doing the route to, like, doing the TAS route, for instance, requires doing a very precise, frame-perfect trick. I guess multiple, in multiple ways, frame-perfect trick, one of which requires a frame-perfect motion input. Is unfortunately not RTA viable, because you also only get one chance at it. back in time and RBM allowed in Skyward Sword HD Randomizer? I mean, if the people who were racing agree that it should be allowed, then yeah, but... Like, if there ever was a, like, Skyward Sword HD Randomizer tournament, I wouldn't imagine back in time would be allowed at all. Okay. As far as what times I could get in Skyward Sword, my any percent PB I could probably improve by at least, like, 90 seconds or so. All dungeons I could, and like all dungeons and 100% I could improve by a couple minutes. Technically I could also improve my no bit time also, but I don't know if I would run any percent no back in time. Because if I'm gonna run any percent no back in time, I may as well just run Skyward Sword HD. Oh, come on. Facing the wrong way. Hello? And that guy was also facing the wrong way, but thankfully things worked out. Fortunately, I'm not making this vent cycle still. So, hello, Cowcat. Thank you for the good luck with bow. Well, no. Skyward Sword HD, like, is not in... I mean, I guess it depends on what exactly you mean. If you mean, like, is there being, like, are there no new discoveries in Skyward Sword HD happening? I guess. Skyward Sword HD is not particularly active. Partly because the runs are so long, and because, there have not been a whole lot of new discoveries ever since, like, G3 Escape. What makes Skyward Sword HD so much faster than Skyward Sword No Bit? The main things are loading times and text speed. You save a ton of time on loading playing on Switch compared to Wii. And also all of the text being instant saves a ton of time compared to Wii as well. And then you have like a couple minutes saved due to the amiibo existing. That, like, cuts out a bunch of flying sections. What is the frame-perfect motion you need? If you're talking about the, like, trick I mentioned in the TAS route, it's just like a frame-perfect jump slash that you have to do, but jump slashes in Skyward Sword, at least on Wii, are done via, like, shaking the Wii remote for motion input. On Switch, you can actually do a jump attack in Skyward Sword just by pressing the A button, but not on the Wii version. Oh, really? A bad time to get hit by a Cargarok. Okay. The discovery of displacement clip already being used in any runs. Ah, yeah, it's been used to get new 100% and all dungeons records for GameCube Twilight Princess. And I think a new any percent record for Wii Twilight Princess. A lot of people are getting new PBs in any percent in all dungeons for Twilight Princess as well on GameCube. Because the, in my opinion, worst trick of the run is gone now, which was the old Pogate skip method. It's thankfully replaced by something much easier. I believe it also got used in the current work-in-progress 100% task that Taskmaster is making. At least the one in City in the Sky. None of the earlier ones, though. I sound so happy saying the trick is gone. I am very happy that at least the trick is gone from the GameCube version. I don't mind it as much in the HD version, because the part of the trick that at least I kept failing is not a concern on HD, because we can just input buffer it. Which is the moon boots at the end. Hardest part of the run? I mean, the two hardest tricks of the run are early Snow Peak and Pogate skip, so I guess those would be the hardest parts of the run. How many any percent PBs have I gotten since the new Pogate skip? For any percent, I think I've only gotten 1 PB. Because my 311 was before the Pogate skip, and then afterwards I got the current 309 that I have. Can you get up? That bug decided to waste like 2 seconds by being underwater. My opinion, what's the best part of speedrunning? I guess just playing games that I enjoy. In a way that I enjoy. I find that at least to me, the way that we play games in speedrunning is a lot of fun. slow. Because the bug decided it wanted to be too high in the air. So thanks for the good luck, Yargnawak. The bug wasn't going to come in at a good angle there. Oh well. One of your cats is sleeping right under the TV on the stereo and being warmed by it. Well, cat found warm place. Therefore, cat will stay there. Also, thanks for the good luck, Phantom Herkin PSP. I do not have a cat now. But hello, Dat Boy Chuckles. Well, my trip yesterday being upside down was fine. Everything was perfectly normal from my perspective. I just appeared upside down for some reason. Good evening, Stricken. This run is okay right now. It's like slightly behind where I would ideally like to be, but... I prefer a sweeter or a more tart/sour lemonade. I don't know if I have a preference between the two. Both tend to be pretty good. First try early Snow Peak would save a pretty decent chunk of time. Because my PB did fail early Snow Peak for like 40 seconds or something. this gonna work? No. Oh, come on. Alright, well. Yeah, Epona was not far forward enough on that first time. Oh, come on. So we're gonna lose, like, 6 seconds here at least, I think. Does the 90% rupee routing change based on enemy drops, or is it pretty much always the same route? It's pretty much always the same route. We do, like, pick up any rupees that we can from, like, random drops, just in case. Because, like, if we happen to get enough, then it is possible we could skip getting one of the orange rupees that we normally get, but it's pretty rare to get enough to skip one of the orange rupees, so it usually doesn't happen. Also, thanks for the good luck, Wraith. Oh, we lost 8 seconds. Dang. Thank you for the good luck, Max. Alright, Bo. What's on the menu for today? Ah, good RNG. It would seem. It's a very nice start. Can we get Bo to walk to the side again? Fortunately not. No, why did he walk to the side then? Ah, well. Not the best RNG, unfortunately. Still better than PB, I suppose. I don't think the announcer is supposed to be, like, saying something intelligible. When, like, the sumo match starts, I think it's just kind of supposed to be gibberish. Thanks for the good luck, Ryan. I ever do live runs of the first and second Zelda games? I mean, I don't really ever have plans to speedrun Zelda 1 and Zelda 2, so if I do, it would probably not be for a very long time. Unfortunate placement of that Helmasaur. I have a favorite of the older Zelda games, before the GameCube type old. I mean, before GameCube, my favorite Zelda game would just be Ocarina of Time. Hello, Tipvin. I am doing alright. We can continue to have an okay run here. Alright. Pretty decent claw shot segment here. I think this is actually going to be a best, by the looks of things. Alright, very nice. Yeah, the clip that we did to get into the Deku Toad arena essentially works by just looking through the wall. But it's looking through the wall in a pretty specific circumstance. We have to look through a wall such that the wall we are looking through is trying to push us off of a ledge, but is failing to do so. We're gonna do another one of those clips right here by creating a ledge with this chest that we can jump attack onto, and then look through the wall behind it to enter into the boss room here for the BK skip. So you very specifically need a ledge next to the wall that, like, normally if you try to look into a wall, the wall pushes you away from it because, like, it doesn't want you looking through the wall. But if you're next to a ledge, the game really doesn't want you going off the ledge. So it allows you to look through the wall instead of getting pushed away from it. And if you happen to touch opposite-facing collision on the other side of the wall, then you get pushed through to the other side. Unfortunately, those are the only two places in the run that it's useful, at least for any percent. It has another use in 100% to skip some Cave of Ordeals floors, but that's about it. Okay. Waited there. Well, that kind of sucks. Yes, we are using Wii U gamepad. But yeah, like, there are a lot of places in the game where, like, in theory, we could clip through some, like, gate or object that would save a lot of time, but there's just no ledge nearby that you can not get pushed off of to clip through. Because, like, the Poe gate is thin enough that if there was a ledge, it would work there. So is the Door of Time and the Temple of Time. The Cave of Ordeals doors also would be thin enough if you could look through them. Or if there was a ledge nearby. But no ledge means no clip. Wow, sub 130 Lakebed Temple. Why am I upside down? If I'm upside down, I think you should see a doctor. Also, HD is currently about 26 minutes slower than GameCube any percent, at least. The big reason why is because we don't have early Master Sword. Early Master Sword saves quite a lot of time. not entirely sure what you mean by skewing Link's position, Strecken. As far as I'm aware, a look-through clip... Well, no, I guess a look-through clip can technically work with, like, ceiling collision. But there's nowhere where that would be particularly useful. Unless we were able to get early Forest Temple to work, which it currently does not. If we found early Master Sword, how much time would it save? It would depend on how we did it. Nice. Like, if we did it the exact same way that GameCube and Wii do it, it would probably save, like, 20 minutes, I think. But if we did it as, for instance, Human Link, when Human Link gets to the Sacred Grove, like, because there is a way to get Human Link to the Sacred Grove early, but you can't get past the first wall in Sacred Grove, which means that you can't continue onwards as Human Link, but, like, if there were a way past that wall, I think early Master Sword would then save, like, 10 minutes? Because we would have to spend an extra 5 minutes, at the start of the run, going to get the slingshot for that method. We'd also have to, like, actually complete Fair and Twilight. Would take a bit more time, and also go through the Purple Mist. You have a vague memory of an old TP glitch on the GameCube where the ball and chain could push you slightly into the floor? Huh. I don't think I've heard of this. No, darn it. I shouldn't go for this. Probably would have been fine if I went for it, but I didn't want to risk that. Is it possible to burn all the sticks and soft lock yourself? Well, so the sticks that are... Like, the sticks in Twilight Princess don't burn up like they do in Ocarina of Time, for example. Like, eventually the fire will burn out, but, like, the stick itself never, like, gets shorter or disappears or anything like that. Is it possible to get a randomizer for Skyward Sword HD? There does exist a Skyward Sword HD randomizer. You should be able to find it by searching for it on Google. So thanks for the good luck, Modunk and Sardarar. Thanks for the good luck as well, Ed and Jakaja. Dang, no rupees. Yeah, so it is possible to get to this area early as Human Link, but Human Link cannot howl at that Howling Stone to get rid of the first wall, so... it is thus not possible to do early Master Sword with that. Well, technically you can with a 90-minute pickup slide, but 90 minutes is too long for the trip to be worth it. In a speedrun that's not low percent. Oh, I see, Stricken. Yeah, there is a floor in Snow Peak that you can just kind of fall through due to the fact that there's a ceiling really close to it. Which also does not work in HD, but saves like 1 second in GameCube. Oh, there goes that puppet. The run's smelling pretty good today. I don't think I've ever been able to smell my runs before, so... can't say it smells any different than normal. Yeah, casually that puzzle does tend to trip people up a little bit. Take a while to solve. So thanks for the good luck, Zantito. This run's not too bad. It's slightly behind, like, my general goal of only losing 1 minute to my sum of best per hour of gameplay, where we've gotten to about the minute and 42, we've gotten to about the hour 42 second mark on my last split, when I got to Master Sword, but we are a minute and 45 seconds behind sum of best. Interestingly, puts my sum of best for Master Sword at sub 140. I don't actually know which language is the fastest. No one's actually gone through and tried to time all of it. Because the difference it would make would be pretty negligible, since all of the text is instant in this game. It's not going to be the same as the original Twilight Princess, though. Because for the original Twilight Princess, French is fastest because of a bug in the French text that allows you to fix the City in the Sky canon without any rupees. And not getting rupees saves time. Okay. Alright, very nice. Gladly take that. They're a TPHD rando. There is not a TPHD rando, no. Come on. They're a database for known glitches in Twilight Princess. I mean, your best bet is probably zeldaspeedruns.com/TP. And then looking at the sidebar for glitches slash techniques. It doesn't have, like, every known glitch necessarily. Like, there are probably a lot of, like, smaller random clips that aren't useful, which aren't listed there. But I've never seen any video of, like, Link standing at a skewed angle in Twilight Princess, so you might not be thinking of, the right game. Or if you are, it's some obscure clip that wouldn't be on Zelda speedruns, since the clips there tend to be, like, speedrunning related. Or at least heavily speedrun emphasized. Okay, we missed the red rupee, but that's fine. How do I choose what games to speedrun? I just think about what I think would be fun to speedrun, and I speedrun that. For the long jump attack to work, the timing of when to jump attack depends on where and how you throw the boomerang. Nice. You need to jump attack when the boomerang is either over a void or over a surface that's higher than Link's feet. For the one that we did to do the messenger skip at the top of Snow Peak, the timing is pretty lenient because the boomerang is almost always over a void with that specific throw. Come on. So, the leniency for that one specifically is like 3 seconds or something. Are there any glitches exclusive to HD that aren't available on SD and vice versa? Yeah. The gate unloading... no, not options. The gate unloading technique, which used to be used in Twilight Princess HD speedruns, is HD specific, as well as look-through clipping is also HD specific. Though displacement clipping is SD only, which was a pretty recent discovery. Also, that is... What? Where did the rupee go? I guess I'm getting the red on the way to Death Sword? The only thing I can really think of. Well, this is unfortunate. I was supposed to get an orange rupee there from killing the bubble, but the bubble decided the orange rupee was not going to spawn in bounds. So thanks for the good luck, apes. Thanks for the good luck as well, Pixelman. Glad you enjoyed the displacement clip video. Claw Shot Actor Displacement is... I'm technically not sure if it's GameCube only, because L sliding is GameCube only, but if you could, in theory, get something else to push Link while he's shooting the claw shot, you might be able to do Claw Shot Actor Displacement on Wii in HD, but probably wouldn't be useful for anything, because you wouldn't be able to really control it at all. There aren't any convenient purple rupees I can get, unfortunately. I'll have to go with 3 reds. Man. Really? Cool. Well, yeah, skipping Stallard does save a considerable amount of time over doing the fight. Like, if you do Stallard skip well, you save, like, 2 minutes compared to fighting Stallard regularly. Oh, if that chest had a red rupee, I might honestly have wanted to get that one, but I don't know if it has a red rupee. How I stay consistent for long categories? I mean, it kind of depends on the category. But generally, like, you want to make sure you do at least, like, some practice for the later portions of the run, because just, like, due to how speedrunning works, you're gonna play the beginning portion of the run a lot more than the later portion of the run, just by doing speedrun attempts. Oh, come on, really? There you go. Well, we're losing time here. I could have technically gone back into Snow Peak to get the orange rupee, but I figured it would be faster to get the 3 red rupees instead of trying to go back in and get that orange one. So that would have been pretty slow. Oh, yeah, we're losing like 20 seconds here, which is pretty bad. Granted, part of that is due to getting the cutscene in the desert for getting noticed due to it still being daytime. Well, oh well. Is it still easy to do Wind Waker and Skyward Sword glitches for speedrunning, even though I have 500 plus hours of experience? I mean, depends on the specific glitch, I would say. Like, glitches that are difficult to do are still difficult regardless of, like, how many times I've done them, I would say. Like, manual super swimming is always going to be difficult to do. Generally. Whereas, like, back in time is pretty easy to do. For the most part. Ah, I see, Stricken. That makes sense. Yeah, if it's just the camera getting tilted at a weird angle, then that's probably not particularly useful. Alright, Bubbles. Are we gonna behave today? Or are we gonna fly in bad directions? Really? Man. Okay, well, there's one. Okay. Guess that wasn't terrible, but not quite ideal. Motion controls off. controls back on. Oh, come on. Really? Dang. Oh, no, no. Really? My guy just had to turn to the right one more time and he would have gone to a perfectly fine position, but... Dang. Not the greatest. We're not really gonna save any time with that, unfortunately. But we made it, I guess. To get this red rupee. Which costs more time than normal, because we normally don't get that red rupee. Displacement clipping doesn't work in HD, unfortunately, so... No displacement clip Pogate skip for us. Still gotta do the old method. Good Death Sword fight, at least. Saving like 10 seconds here. Yeah, I don't honestly understand the timing very well for, like, taking the sword out after using the ball and chain, because it's like, you have to mash sword and then let go of ball and chain at the same time, roughly. But I don't actually know what the frame window for it is at all. And it's not that much faster than just doing the regular sword slash combo stun lock, so... Like, sometimes I don't even go for it if I don't feel like it. Nice. Probably have to wait now. Actually, if I can get this... No. Okay, now I'll have to wait. That kinda sucks. That was a bit sketchy, but we made it work. People have headcanon for what kind of person in-universe would have used the spinner in the ancient days. Honestly, I don't know. Based on how we use it in-game, it seems like a fairly useful... transportation vehicle if you have the infrastructure for it. Also, thanks for the good luck, KitKat. What would I say is the most RNG-heavy part of the run? That would either be Bow or Puppet Zelda, or maybe even Pogate Skip, honestly. Would be the most RNG-heavy part. Because for Pogate Skip, you're just stuck waiting until you get the correct RNG. Also, thanks for the good luck, Veneler. Yeah, the Orden shield design is actually pretty good. It's neat that we get to see it pretty much the whole run. I think it would be a good idea to make a Zelda game in which you play as Ganondorf with the goal of destroying Hyrule and defeating Link. I mean, from what we see in the games, Ganondorf is mostly just sitting around waiting for Link to appear, so... you have to actually give some gameplay to Ganondorf. Otherwise, the game would just be waiting for Link to get to you, which would not be very exciting. Akrika Village, there we go. So thank you very much, ZS, for the 9 months of Tier 1. We do indeed have a pretty interesting pace going. It's actually not, like, as good as I was hoping it would be, but it is still ahead. We are entering the part of the run where... huh? Hello? I must have accidentally pressed B there. That was weird. I thought I pressed A. Also, nice camera. Yeah, we don't really have any time to save in City in the Sky or Palace of Twilight, so we're probably just gonna lose time over these next 4 segments. And we'll see whether or not Hyrule Castle is any good, I guess. Have I heard of TP PC port? Ah, yes, I have heard that there is a PC port in the works. Which should be great for randomizer purposes. At least that's what I'm most excited for. And just other modding in general, but I don't think I'll be doing any speedruns on the PC port. Nice jump. This is probably the dungeon you dislike the most in Twilight Princess. Interesting. I think this one is very cool. The double claw shots are a lot of fun. I guess I could see how it could fall to the bottom of someone's list, though. This dungeon is very confusing, casually. Or at least I was definitely very confused when I went through it casually. Did not mean to accidentally put my sword away there. Really? Well, unfortunately, as expected, we are losing time here. I did want to go into first person. At least that clip was good. Losing 17 seconds isn't great. Yes, most of that was actually just to the other third-person clawshot clip. Kind of messed up the positioning for. As well as taking 2 attempts to do the owl clip for early Sky Cannon, because I somehow managed to accidentally press B the first time. Come on. Bruh. There you go. I love when the reticle lies to me. Oh, nice. My favorite TP item design? Oh, I've never thought about specifically what my favorite item design is. I guess maybe Gale Boomerang? Gale Boomerang's pretty good. No! Well, that sucks. I should have realized I was too far out. Just target there. Well, now we're only like 20 seconds ahead at best, I think. Can't wait for another game that contains the claw shots. It's been almost 15 years. True. Can't believe Echoes of Wisdom didn't have claw shots. So thanks for the good luck, Venix Dev. Thanks for the good luck, Evening Doves. And I could provide a background for grading. Oh, come on. What? Nice skid. I do have time, in theory, that I can save in Hyrule Castle, but it's not a whole lot. $30 ahead still, but not really any time to save in Palace of Twilight, so see how that goes. I think someday there will be a way to die in the Palace of Twilight cutscene. I don't know. I wouldn't really think so, but who knows? I cannot predict the future. So thanks for the good luck, Ace. Yeah, City unfortunately did not go great. But maybe the rest of the run will go fine. I don't really tend to ever practice stuff on stream, no. Sometimes if I'm, like, repeatedly failing the same trick in runs, I might practice it on stream before doing more attempts, but I don't remember when the last time I did that was. So thanks for the good luck, Shadow Dragon. You haven't decided on what to make for dinner yet. Do I have any recommendations? Not particularly, I don't think. I think you should make whatever sounds good to you. Grilled cheese. And if you have the ingredients, grilled cheese is an option. Nice. Nice snapback. Which character from The Legend of Zelda would I like to be? I don't know if I have any specific want to be a character. Also, that was too far to the right. Yes, I never realized that the actual circle here is not in the center. It's like at the top of the brighter circle. That might explain why I keep on missing the throw there when I'm coming in at an angle. If I had the possibility to cook for Link, what would I cook him? I don't know. I don't know what kind of food Link likes. I guess Link does enjoy pumpkin soup, that's true. I would not expect Midna to be in the Zelda movie, no. Really? That wasn't a quick spin. Nice. Thank you, stupid room. Thanks for the good luck, Junbei. I don't believe that there is a soup percent category for Twilight Princess, no. I say is the most technically difficult section of the run. I guess probably still Arbiter's Grounds. Just because Pogate Skip itself is very technical. And also, like, the other things in Arbiter's Grounds are also pretty technical. Yeah, not too surprising. You cannot take the souls through the mirror now. Nice. I could take one tool from Link's inventory. Which one would I take? I would take the Triforce from Link in a game where Link gets the Triforce. Alright, nice. Wish for with the Triforce? I don't know. I didn't think that far ahead. I'll cross that bridge when I get there. You want to have Mipha's Grace? That could be pretty useful, yeah. As long as you don't die multiple times within 30 minutes of each other, Mipha's Grace will protect you. Really? I'm really surprised I wasn't close enough there. Oh, accidentally pressing B again instead of pressing the button I wanted to press. Well, it looks like we're losing time here also. Really? I don't know why that... I guess the shield bash was too far to the right? I don't know why it didn't work there. Okay, well. Now we're actually behind. I mean, I shouldn't be trying to jump so close to the edge there. I should just be, like, aiming for the middle of the platform. I got greedy because I wanted to set up for the long jump attack quickly. Well, yeah, a tool-assisted speedrun can manipulate all of the RNG in the game. Or at least, essentially just keep on retrying until it gets the RNG that it wants. Okay. Oh, come on. Well, at least the actual Zant fight was good, but doesn't really make up for falling down in the platform room or being slow on getting up to the boss key. We lost time to just a number of different things. There wasn't, like, one big mistake we lost time to or something like that. So thanks for the good luck, Rixo. What is the reason to run any percent? I mean, any percent is kind of like the speedrun category. Like, it's generally what most people run for most games on average, I would think. SD can do that. I don't know what the frame window is, and I don't know if it's actually worth it, because the only reason we do it here is due to the fact that we don't have explosives, so fighting the Bokoblins just kind of sucks. Oh, come on. No. Man. Well. Because doing that in Moon Boots there only saves like 5 seconds over doing the fight with sword and ball and chain. The Bokoblins also don't cooperate, like, sometimes. Most of the time they do, but sometimes they don't, and it's like, well... Yeah, I wouldn't think that it's worth it on GameCube. Especially because that's also an extra equip that you'd have to do. Whereas an extra equip on HD doesn't actually lose any time. If I had a horse, would I name it Epona? I don't know. I don't think I ever plan on owning a horse. Thanks for the good luck, Woolly Mammoth. I think I would name the horse Gymnast 87. I think that's not a very good horse name. I also don't know if horses, like... Do horses even recognize if you, like, say their name? Or if they, like, have a name that's given to them? I honestly don't know. Oh, they do, okay. Despite the King Bulblin time loss, we are technically ahead again. Maybe we'll save enough time to get a 308. So yes, I have heard about the Ocarina of Time remake rumor, which, if it turns out to be true, I will not be particularly surprised. Okay, starting off with an energy ball. Going good so far. And Zelda's taking her sweet time before attacking, and giving us a triangle, so that's not very good. And we get another energy ball. Yes, we can. That's cycle number 4. This is cycle number 5. Cycle number 6. And cycle number 7? Yes. Alright. That is a good enough Zelda that we could actually PB with this. Not by very much, but it is possible. Yeah, the slash combo that we do against Beast Ganon is so that we can deal a specific amount of damage to make the third cycle of the fight much faster. Because on the third cycle of the fight, there was only a single portal that appeared before Beast Ganon ran out of it. Whereas if we do less damage, then he'll do the thing where, like, multiple portals appear and disappear before the final one is selected for him to run out of. Oh, we're going this way, I guess. Not a particular fan of this direction. Guess it works. Alright. Alright. One jump spin. Two jump spin. Three jump spin. And 308.46. GG's. It is a new world record by 16 seconds. Thanks, Puppet Zelda, for not ruining it. Also, thank you very much, Royal Cheater, for the Prime subscription. And thank you very much, Gwaferlink, for the Tier 1 gift sub to the community. It is very generous of you. And thank you very much, Faye Scarlet, for the 500 rupees. That's a lot of rupees. And thank you, everyone, for the GGs, of course. Also, thanks, Venilor, for the Prime subscription as well. But, yeah. This is a neat little PB we got here. Kind of sucks that City and Palace were not that great. Also, thank you very much, Joshi, for the 100 bits as well. The beginning of this run was not too bad. Like, we got a sub 47 Elden Vessel, a sub 130 Lake Bed. Early Snow Peak was really good. And then, unfortunately, we lost some time entering Arbiter's Grounds, and also didn't save as much time as I was hoping on Spinner. We can still save like 45 seconds on Spinner. Part of that was also due to the on-the-fly rupee routing that I had to do from the orange rupee at the start of Snow Peak not spawning properly. But then in Hyrule Castle, we got some of our time back, so we were able to PB, despite losing a lot of it in City and Palace. I don't have a specific goal time, no. But I am going to keep trying for more PBs because this was not a satisfactory PB for me. I would say that it probably would have been satisfactory if City and Palace were the same as my previous PB. Then I probably would have been happy with stopping here, but not yet. What was the purpose of looking down at the ground during Puppet Zelda when the triangle appeared? So that doesn't actually do anything in TPHD, but on the GameCube version, doing that reduces lag that the triangle attack causes. But that attack doesn't lag in HD, so it is just kind of muscle memory that doesn't do anything. Did I go to college? Yes, I went to college for 4 years from 2016 to 2020. But yeah, so I guess now the big time savers are City and Palace. not a whole lot of time. I guess I can still save a decent amount of time on the boomerang segment. And on Elden Vessel, because we messed up gate clip there for a while. And Zora Armor, we can save 8 seconds. We did still lose a little bit of time to bow RNG. Clawshot was really good, though, as well as the second half of Lake Bed. Yeah. We will continue with more attempts on Saturday. So normally I don't stream on Fridays, but tomorrow I will be doing a... I will be streaming at a very odd hour. I'm gonna start stream 7 hours before my normal stream time to do a 3D Zelda archipelago with other content creators. So, that should be fun. I don't know how long it's gonna go for. Probably a very long time. So for the archipelago, Samurai Man is going to do Ocarina of Time. Vidya James, otherwise known as Blue Dog Guy, is going to do Majora's Mask. I'm going to do Wind Waker. Bewildebeest is going to do Twilight Princess. And Pippi in a Top Hat is going to be doing Skyward Sword. So, should be fun. So that will be happening 13 hours from now, roughly. But yeah, so that's the plan for tomorrow, and then regular attempts will be back on Saturday. So, with that in mind, though, I will see you guys all later. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in 13 hours. Goodbye.